Hi, Cole, Chance here. Thanks for joining me. And I've had some requests for some short pick-me-up flow. So here is a little coffee cup flow when you don't have a ton of time, but you want a little boost of energy. So let's get right into it. Downward facing dog. We won't stay here too long, but pedal out, really pressing into the hands and into the feet and wiggle. Wiggle is always a good thing. And let's take a few waves up and down the spine. So inhale, wave forward plank pose and slowly bring the knees down, arch the back as you shift back. Chin to chest, round forward. And then downward facing dog, hips lead. Let's do that again. Inhale, wave forward plank pose. Exhale, knees drip down. Hips to heels, round forward, shoulders over the wrists. And then hips lead you back, downward facing dog, right leg lifts. Bend both knees, open both hips, couple little buoyant bounces. And then a big step in between the hands. The back knee plants. Inhale, lift all the way up, maybe lift the front heel. And then exhale, the arms go wide to help balance as the front heel comes down, shift back slowly. Inhale, swoop forward, high lunge, press into the feet, lift. Cactus the arms, tongue out, lion's breath, and then the hands come down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave forward, knees drip, hips shift back to heels, and then round as you come forward. Hips lead you back. Left leg lifts. And exhale, step in between the hands. Blocks are great here. Back knee plants. Lift up. Anjaneyasana, low lunge, maybe the front heel lifts. Scissor the thighs. And then exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, really slow. The front heel's the key point, the balance here. And then inhale, shift forward, kind of swoop the energy up with you into crescent lunge. Back knee stays bent. Cactus the arms, lion's breath out. Shift the hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave forward plank pose. Soft drip of the knees down as you shift back. Wave forward. Downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip, push the hands away, and then take a wild thing, bring the back heel down. This can be just a tiny touch of the foot, or you can bring it and open the heart, your choice. And then reach towards the top of the mat, gaze towards the right corner of the mat. Take a big step forward, the right foot up, top of the mat. Back heel plants, warrior dog, both hands plant. Sway. So your warrior two in the legs, downward dog off the side of the mat in your arms. Once more, lift. And then the left hand plant, swivel the hips, revolved, low lunge, lift the top arm up. And then cactus the arms, stick out the tongue, lion's breath. Pyramid pose, pour forward over the right leg. 2 rounds of breath. Inhale, unfurl, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Once more. Inhale, unfurl, halfway lift. And this time, plant your hands and see if you can just swoop the right leg back, downward facing dog. Maybe it doesn't even bend. Wave forward, inhale. Soft bend in the knees to the ground, hips to heels. Round forward. Downward facing dog, left foot lifts, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip, your version of wild thing or side plank. Sometimes I like to really focus on the side body and sometimes more of a heart opener, depending your prerogative. Reach towards the top of the mat. The left foot is going to come towards the top of the mat. Continue to sway around, the back heel plants. Warrior two in the legs, downward dog in the arms. Come to the fingertips and sway with breath about 3-4 times. You can find buoyancy in the legs. Next inhale, right hand plants, low lunge twist. Cactus the top arm, stick the tongue out, lion's breath. Exhale, pyramid, pour forward. 2 breaths with an unfurl on an inhale. Once more. And then push into the earth, round the upper back as you drag the left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave forward plank pose, and this time just wave all the way back, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip, wild thing, your choice. Full round of breath. And then right hand plants. This time we're going into triangle, into fallen triangle, that's what I'm looking for. So it goes all the way underneath and to the side, and then open up here. Another lion's breath, cactus the arms, lion's breath. Open the heart. And find your way downward facing dog. Wave forward. Wave back. Left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip, your version wild thing. Full round of breath. And then fall in triangle. Bring your leg with you as the back foot pivots. Bring it out. Get wide. Cactus the top arm, lion's breath. Swivel back around, downward facing dog. 1 wave forward. Knees to the ground as you wave back. Hips to heels. Take some wiggles of the spine. Some spirals of the spine. And soft, open the knees up just slightly in a few rounds of dancing camel, one of my favorites. So we'll start kind of twisted to the left. Right arm lifts up as you gaze over the left shoulder. And then your exhale is going to kind of swoop you down and forward, switching sides. Left arm lifts up. Now it's your choice how you'd like this to look. Maybe you lift the hips. Maybe not. But utilize your breath. Let this be breath-initiated movement so that you're lifting on an inhale. Folding down on an exhale. A couple more times your breath. And then finding stillness when you're ready. Maybe bringing one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, or you can bring both hands into the lap, palm facing up. Wherever you wind up landing here, just take a moment to observe. We don't always have to do these really long, extended practices. While they are delicious, sometimes we just need to carve out these little check-ins for ourselves, these little moments where we can meet ourselves amongst the wildness of the daily life. And it's important that we do so. We have these spaces to center, to check in, to realign.
So thank yourself for showing up for you today. I hope that this gave you a little bit of energy, a little kick start. Hands to heart center. So much gratitude for this practice. So grateful to get to share it with you. Let's pour forward in thanks. See you all next time. If you're enjoying these classes, I think that you'll really love my membership service, CCY Studio, where you can get all of my premium content, a wide variety of classes and links, and a book club as well. If you're interested, 14-day free trial, you can click the link above or the link in the description below, and I'll meet you on your mat.